isn't White Wolf Gang versus Triple Strike, moving through their best of three. I am, of course, Sam Kenos, still joined by Nickelbacher. How you doing, Nickel? Hanging on here?
Yeah, I'm hanging on as much as I possibly can. But it's going to be interesting band phase here for this game. That Anivia was definitely a thorn in Team Triple Strike's sides. Let's see what they're going to do about that. I wonder if Ace is going to stick with the Fizz pick. I assume probably not with how last game went. Wonder, and also wonder if from White Wolf Gaming if they're going to ban that Ornn. Definitely sucked for them to deal with. I mean, it took them 3 champions and felt like 10 minutes of just doing damage with Noodlefest on the Ornn. But we'll have to see. Right out of the gate, it looks like that we're getting a lot of the same bans from each team. Looks like, if I remember correctly.
I'd be very surprised if White Wolf doesn't ban Anivia.
Woman's left unsatisfied.
Yeah. Well, Triple Strike would be.
No, I don't think Triple Strike will ban him. I think they'll pick him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I mean, if I were them, I wouldn't waste a Anivia ban here. I would leave it open. Yeah, take care of who you're still scared of. Put it on White Wolf. See? Alright, so we'll see what the picks are. They are leaving the Ornn still available. Looks like it's actually all the same bands except for the Anivia.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right on that. Let's see what, Tristana.
Yeah, I believe Tristana was the one they banned out instead of Anivia last game. So, taking the Trist over the Xayah.
And Xayah wasn't doing too terrible last game. I just felt like that there were some questionable ults that were going on.
Yeah.
But if Brandana is more comfortable with Tristana, definitely a better pick here. Looks like that White Wolf Gaming is going to take advantage of Xayah being open, though.
See if we'll see some more traditional use of her ultimate. But yeah, I mean, she was doing really well there. I mean, look at the end of the game, she was like 8-5. So she definitely had damage output, it just wasn't necessarily able to reach who it needed to because of the strong wall of the Maokai and the Alistar.
Right. A Master Yi jungle.
Maybe.
I think he's trolling us, guys.
I don't know, I don't think he is, I just think that, I think it's a possibility. Chao6 has been having some difficulties in the jungle as of late. Well, seems comfortable enough with the Kazakhs.
What did I tell you? Just being a big fat troll.
Yeah. I still, could have bought it just because, like I said, Kane hasn't been working necessarily. Kazakhs hasn't been doing that great either.
I actually tend to agree with you there. I mean, it's interesting, especially with the way that the last game went. Why go back to Kazakhs? I feel like that this game maybe he's a little bit more comfortable, thinking that their team comp might change from last game. We'll have to see. I mean, it did drastically change already. We have a Xayah and Nami compared to what they had. Okay.
And now Lixmas is going, well, I could do Master Yi. Let's all just hover Master Yi, guys. Alright.
He's gonna dig it.
Alright, so White Wolf Gaming going, Master Yi jungle, that's a great idea.
Guys, I totally forgot that champ existed. Let's do that.
Alright.
And now Triple Strike is punching themselves in the gut after that.
Well, we'll see if it works out for him or not. I mean, they do still have a lot of escapes they can try to get away from the Master Yi.
Right.
Good disables, because if I'm correct, Master Yi's ult only stops slows, right?
I believe you are correct in that, yeah.
So,
although, it is still going to be annoying because he does have a lot of mobility on him, and especially because Youmuu's Ghostblade, I mean, those ganks are just going to be heavy hitters.
Alright, so with the three ace targeted bans, looks like they might be limiting him down to the Lux. Or maybe he'll play something else and surprise us.
Come on, man, we know you have more than 4 champs. Yeah. Oh, man.
Against LeBlanc especially, I think I've seen Ace play Lux against LeBlanc before.
Yep. LeBlanc is also a pretty strong pick for any mid laner too. I mean, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
I'm expecting a little bit of a tankier top lane though, because they have no meat at all.
Again, Ornn is still open, so they probably will take it, as we're seeing Brandana go. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking more about White Wolf.
Oh, White Wolf, sorry.
Yeah, because they have no durability at all right now. They are all, look at them and they wither and die.
Yeah, you are actually exactly right on that. They might go Maokai again.
Yeah, Maokai could be a good pick. Let's see. I mean, it could be a Master Yi top and have a Sejuani jungle.
Yep.
Because Sejuani is still available and obviously very powerful. Nasus. Alright.
That'll work. And that was a ban last game, so White Wolf Gaming probably does. Prowler is probably known for playing that, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, because like I was saying, you know, they want the tank to try to protect their team, but Nasus isn't necessarily a character who you can rely on to be with your team.
That's correct, yeah.
So we'll have to see how well Prowler can balance farming to being the meat that his team needs to survive. But let's jump over to the analysts and see what they have to say about that. All right, analyst desk, tell me about this team.
Would love to. Very exciting game 2 that we're going into. Some very similar picks with some different people making the picks. I want to break down these selections, these pick and bans that we went through with CB. You go first. Tell me about this new mid lane matchup.
Well, the Lux versus LeBlanc, I'm kind of surprised by the mid lane matchup there. Lux is I know a huge favorite of Aces there, so that's not too surprising. The LeBlanc, I don't think that if this Lux lands a good stun on the LeBlanc, I've got a feeling that it might not go too hot for the LeBlanc, but there is plenty of potential there as well on the LeBlanc, so we'll here.
I think the CC definitely favors Team Triple Strike, so I can really get behind that. There's a lot of CC on this team. Alan Z, you with us?
Yes.
Wonderful. We got a Master Yi playing into a Kha'Zix with a Nasus and an Ornn top lane. Tell me, what do you think are going to be some of the interactions we can look forward to expecting this game between the jungle and the top lane?
Game is going for a sweeter. They're going for a quick, easy. You get the Yi fed, you get the Nasus fed, you get the LeBlanc fed. You know, they're going for a blow-up comp. That's something that they can reach. I mean, if Lux is able to predict where he's going to be before he uses Alpha Strike, there is a possibility that he could catch him. But, you know, he usually, when it comes to his Q, is able to get that off before Lux is able to stun them. So mid lane should be interesting when it comes to ganks. Or top will be interesting. I mean, Nasus can just farm under turn. I think that's what they're going for here again. So, like I said, I think they're just going for a sweep comp right here. But, you know, hopefully Triple Strike will be able to pull something out.
We would love to see this go to game 3, but we'll just have to see. I agree with you. White Wolf Gaming is looking for the shutout. This comp's definitely built for that mid to late game aggression. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. Final question. I'm first going to throw it over to CB. We've got a Tristana Leona bot lane for Team Triple Strike with Brandana and Mr. Pig versus the dynamic duo Arcane Soda and Amaya Chan with Zaya and Nami. What do you think we can expect from this bot lane? Do you think the damage is going to favor Zaya and Nami? Or do you think Tristana and Leona are going to be able to lock down and shut down the opposing bot lane?
I think if Triple Strike's bot line, I think they might need to take it a little slower. I know last game they got a little destroyed a little early there, but if they wait until Leona gets a little tanky, I think it's going to be the Triple Strike might be able to take it away. Leona with that lockdown and her stun, and Tristana's just got that really great ability to hit down the turrets and get away from things. I'd favor Triple Strike personally in that matchup.
I can agree with that. I'm a big Leona fan as a support main myself, so I'm so excited to see this match kick off. Kenna, you got your kicking boots on. We're ready to throw it to you.
All right. For the sake of avoiding lag, I'll hang out in here until we're through the loading screen. Looking at our skin analysis here, think we've got to give it to White Wolf Gaming. They've got Infernal Nasus and Cosmic Blade Master Yi. But now we are back, so we'll talk to you guys once the match is over and going back to live broadcast. All right, so looks like you were having some thoughts there about the skins.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I mean, all that Triple Strike has is a Firefighter Tristana, so yeah, it looks like a no-brainer. If skins get wins, it looks like White Wolf Gaming is just gonna have a clean out today.
Yeah, I mean, big shout out to Brandana on that Firefighter Tristana, just because every other Tristana we've seen is that dragon shooting one. So
yeah, this is true.
At least there's some skin variety there.
Yeah, a little bit of variety never hurts nobody.
Ace might be in a little trouble here. We'll see what the Yi wants to do.
Guys, stop going for the invades. It hasn't worked. Well, it's worked in White Wolf Gaming last game, but it looks like they're a little bit more ready for it.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely correct in the analysis of this team. I think there is a lot of burst potential here, especially with the Nami being there for the knockups. So I'm hoping that Tristana and Lux are able to avoid getting caught out.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably be a little bit different from the last game we saw Navi in. I feel like that there's going to be a little bit more initiation here, especially with the or could be used just to run away, because they are also squishy characters. They do damage, but if they get caught out, they're definitely going to pay for it.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Both jungles starting red.
I don't want cheeky steal of red like we saw from the first games. Hopefully KSX doesn't get killed by a creep again.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the little hopes.
It's the little things.
Alright, so we'll have to see how aggressive Ornn decides to be up here in this top lane. Obviously, going up against Nasus, you want all of the aggression you can get, though Ornn is not the best winner of wet noodle fights early on.
It seems like he's doing pretty good for it so far.
And not nearly as much aggression as we saw in Game 1, at least not quite yet.
It's still pretty early. I feel like they're just going to be trying to get some CS, although the mid lane we have, as we say that, of course, someone has to prove us wrong. But mid lane we got to see some good damage coming out from both LeBlanc and Lux.
Lux getting caught here.
But also,
ooh, takes a turret shot.
a little bit of a miscalculation there. He's going to have to be careful from that. Nasus is just getting bullied by Ornn.
Yeah, this is when, as a Nasus player, you gotta just kind of rely on your natural lifesteal and hope for the best. Lux in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, you got that right. A little bit of a tit for tat there.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBlanc looked like she was in trouble. Now we see Lux being in trouble. They're gonna have to playing good defense to stay in lane and stay alive for this long.
Here
But we
comes
do have
Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix coming in.
Yeah, he hasn't been spotted either, so here we go. Good dash.
Nice flash, or dash, sorry, and a nice root there.
Yeah, Kha'Zix manages to miss the skill shot, unfortunately.
And no flash burn from Lysimachus, so it's just a dash from him. So he's still sitting pretty to stay in lane.
I just can't get over all of these ADCs running Relic Shield.
This is the new meta, man. I mean, me playing solo queue this week, that's all I've been seeing, and when I decided RTC getting caught out, probably gonna first blood goes to Kha'Zix. Unfortunate positioning there. Looks like we're gonna have getting damage on 2 Arcane Soda, getting auto attacks off, but unable to confirm the kill.
Zigged rather than zagging there and was out of range to be able to finish it off.
Mm-hmm.
Though, to be fair, Tristan's pretty low too. So.
Yep.
Safety, best policy, especially when you're 1 game away from getting knocked down.
Yep. Got that right. Oh. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of defense here. That's going to benefit Kha'Zix getting the first blood there. Also to stop Master Yi from his roam on jungle. But not too bad so far.
Yeah, NASA seems a little bit more comfortable now that he's picked up some regeneration items.
Mm-hmm. Got that right.
LeBlanc looks to be rotating.
Ornn hasn't built anything yet.
Does get spied out though.
Ah, there we go.
Gets himself a nice mana crystal.
Blanc is doing a little bit of rotation just to get some vision down, possibly trying to get rid of some as well. Just spots out of Kha'Zix. We're seeing Nasus do an okay job of pushing off Ornn, but unfortunately he's wanting out of mana because of it. Has to go back.
Nasus' Q is at 45, for those wondering. Yeah, a lot of good ward coverage coming out of White Wolf in this game, at least on the bot side. Definitely got, you know, the 2 major gank avenues pretty much covered.
Yep, got that right. Not so much ward coverage from Triple Strike. They seem pretty comfortable. It looks like that mid lane they got pretty good, but other than that, nothing.
Mid laners are probably sad that I just saw what was literally 12 missed skill shots in a row for both of them.
I wasn't gonna comment on it, man. Ooh. That A switch is he had a
Jinx.
I'm forgetting my summoner spells right now. Ignite.
Ignite.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they had a Jinx, Ezreal, Karthus.
Yep.
Where's my LCUS Karthus, guys? Come on. We're here to have fun. Give me a Karthus.
Oh, those are Wednesdays, man.
Ah, fair enough.
Ooh.
Good save there by the Ornn.
Nicely done. Kha'Zix might want to just... You might just want to go back, dude. That is definitely the wrong way to go.
Spooky LeBlanc chasing.
Yeah. Ghost of LeBlanc. And also a big doggy, although he's a small doggy now. Mr. E trying to do something, but he's going to get spotted out pretty easily from that ward.
Lux and LeBlanc keep missing in the mid lane as well.
Amaya-chan just whiffed for ult. His ult, sorry. I assume gender.
Ooh. Good job by the Lux. Got a good laser off there. Wasn't able to finish it, but does
definitely some good damage there.
Yeah, put LeBlanc on notice. I mean, Lux's laser always does so much damage, and when you're a LeBlanc with the constitution of sliced cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna turn into Swiss cheese in a minute if she doesn't go back, which she looks like that she's doing. He's doing. Oh, I gotta get some blue though. There we go. Took a minute.
Ornn and Nasus seem to be trading more evenly now. Nasus's Q is almost doubled since we last checked, now at 87.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot more of that nice passive regeneration helping him out quite a bit.
Yep.
Lux's laser is almost off cooldown, but won't be able to zap in time.
Nope. It looks like that Odin is going to be able to do a lot of damage to Prowler. Well, he's probably just going to get it right back up. He's going in, trying to get as much damage as he can. Prowler does break out his ult. He's probably going to get Odin here.
Good flash by Odin. And they're letting him go. There's a ram ult. Lux is here.
Misses it.
Misses
Ace
again.
misses it. Oh, man. Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
If that stun would have landed, I feel like they probably could have confirmed the kill there.
Yeah, that would have been the end of Nasus if they had. I'm sure Ace is not happy about that.
No. Chaos 6 is in some trouble with that LeBlanc. Looks like that Ace is going to go back, get some items, and probably go back to mid lane.
Yeah, Kha'Zix needs to spend a little bit more time in the jungle, I think.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite have the damage to deal with the top lane or the survivability to deal with the mid or bot lane.
No. I feel like, if anything, he's going to have to wait for, if he were to do a gank, is either mid lane or bot. And bot would have to be pretty damn lucky. But mid lane, what we just saw right there from, I'm not sure if you saw it, from Ace, if he could get that snare, Ace is probably going to get this.
Ooh.
Nope, never mind. Nicely done.
Flash for flash.
Like there was a little bit of lag there for a second. But if Odin's in trouble here, we got Master Yi coming in, doing major damage.
Yeah, that's probably the end right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so Yi is online. Not dealing as much damage as he will be in a few minutes, but definitely dealing enough to put people on notice. Ooh!
Got that right.
Good job catching the Kha'Zix on that ult. Wasn't even intentional, but prevented him from leaping in. But they did manage to save the Tristana.
Nope. That's really
Ace
what
doesn't get spotted, but it gets predicted. Doesn't look like it's going to matter, though. Kha'Zix is here. Nasus is teleporting in as well. Big stun there by the Lux. Might be able to get the Nami. Doesn't get the Nami. Nami gets away. And it's not looking good at all for Triple Strike in this engage. All the top laners do come in, though. Big jump on the Nasus. They do manage to get him. LeBlanc going for the Kha'Zix does get it. Ornn going for her as well. Good chain. Ooh.
Nicely done from Kha'Zix flashing in to confirm that kill on Blanc.
Yeah, and now we hear the Master Yi going yum 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 yum.
He's definitely going to go in for it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do much.
Ooh, good thing that Kai Strike didn't go to any of the champions.
Yeah.
Alright, so they managed to get out of there. I believe it was a 2 for 2.
It was a 3 for 1.
3 for 1? Okay.
Yep. In favor of Triple Strike, so...
Oh yeah, because the Tristana did manage to get out of there.
Yep.
Alright, so good job by Triple Strike being able to coordinate effectively and escape the Yi when they needed to.
Mm-hmm. It looks like that White Wolf Gaming is going to go in on this dragon and get this pretty easily.
Yeah, Kha'Zix's not really aware of it.
Contest. Team has slain the dragon indeed. They get a cloud drag, some nice movement speed under their belt. Looks like that Master Yi is going to position himself trying. Nope, never mind. Going to get spotted out by that ward. Going to take that ward out instead.
Yeah, if I'm in Ace's shoes right now, I'm really pissed about how many people have gotten away from me when I'm doing my combo.
Yeah, it can't feel great.
Ornn is officially losing to Nasus in lane now.
It's gotten to that point where he's definitely got that damage output for him. Popping ult and able to just bully him out of lane.
Yeah, Q is now at 147, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of damage on that Nasus, and it's going to keep growing.
Yep. Nice
Imprisoned
root.
by the 8. Oh, the block!
Oh. How?
36 hit points.
How did she survive that tower hit? Oh man.
Yeah, that does not
Gotta
seem
feel
like,
bad right there.
does not seem like the kind of thing. And here comes the Yi! Oh, here comes the Yi.
Here comes E, but we also have a Kha'Zix here.
Kha'Zix
Try to-
misses, good
nice
root. Oh, Ace gets away
Nice.
too! Not even sure what the health was. Probably doesn't matter because he got the level up. Alright,
Yeah,
good job by the
definitely.
Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix has really been on point with his rotations today.
Well done. Nice ult from Nami to try to get them off, but damage is just
Tris,
yep,
okay.
too much.
Tris wisely gets out of there.
Yeah. Nami's still going in, trying to. This might be it.
Tris.
That's it. Sonya's just to make sure.
Just in
Heat of the
case.
moment right there.
Alright, so really good job by Triple Strike here, getting a little bit more of a commanding lead. We'll just have to see if they're able to deal with this Nasus when Nasus finally starts roaming. Nasus now at 183.
He's definitely got the potential now to start roaming. If he goes back, I feel like that he might just bully top a little bit and then start roaming mid to confirm that kill on the Lux. But we'll have to see. This Marcus is very aggressive on those. Even though that Ace is under tower, it's interesting that he's going that aggressive, almost dying from that last tower hit.
Yeah, they knew that the LeBlanc was there, but didn't manage to do anything about it. Yi is there too, but Yi'll get spotted. Alright, the laser's up there. Turns
The
out,
laser is now killing people.
yeah, once you get level 2 laser, turns out people start dying.
Yep. Pro plays for anybody trying to pick up Lux.
Level her
Level 2
up.
laser is when you kill.
Level up Lux, and you'll do well, guys. It's good pro tip.
Odin trying to get some damage on Prowler. Kha'Zix coming in. Ult coming out.
Oh, that's a really
Nicely
good double
done.
ult there. Forced the
Flash,
flash.
though.
That was a
Able
good
to get
flash by
away.
the Nasus. He wouldn't have gotten away otherwise.
Yep.
2 rotation, or at least 1 rotation. Obviously, that's not a
LeBlanc
real
is
LeBlanc,
coming up.
but they don't know that.
Nasus is coming up as well. They're coming back, sorry.
And of course, Cloud Drake helping everybody get back to lane a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we got a 2k gold lead right now for Triple Strike. The mid lane is rotated to, or the mid lane is now rotating bot. The bot lane is rotated mid. Nami coming to help out. So Xayah versus Lux, that'll be an interesting matchup. See how long it lasts.
So I might want to be careful, especially with that root from Yep.
That root. Ooh, laser.
Ooh, nicely done, using the ult to get away from it.
I don't even know if that was the ult. I think the laser may have just missed.
Yeah, might have.
It could have come down to like a last second timing thing. It's tough to see.
Yep.
This is a huge cluster going on right now. Triss, if she knows what's good for her, better get away. Don't try to help your tank. Your tank's there to help you.
Fortunately, that Master Yi is just doing too much damage. Ooh. Bot lane, it looks like Lux might be wins against the Xayah.
Good repositioning there by Ace, managing to avoid any feathers that may have been coming her way from the pullback.
Although we do have Nami rotating bot. We might want to get out.
Good shields, good slow.
Never mind. Totally fine. Keep going.
Well, not fine anymore.
Yeah, Yi's coming.
We'll see if the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
works.
He
Oh, he loses his
really
trap.
tried to go for
That's
it.
it. He tried.
Shit. Oh man.
Once again, the trap miss really screwed Ace over there.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that is what happens when you have a trap that can miss.
Mm-hmm.
A really good job going against that Nami, staying in the brush so that the Nami couldn't use any of her point and click abilities. Or didn't want to risk using her bubble because she didn't know where the Lux was specifically.
Yeah, I got that right. There's Chaos 6 doing major damage, although Blanc is just getting it back now.
Yeah. For anyone who wants to know how to fight against a Xayah, just watch what Ace did there, dodging those feathers. The amount of Xayahs we see in this game, in these games, especially
Prowler
against
diving hard against Odin. Not really to do anything for it.
just establishing some presence at this point. Alright, so that was the first tower at almost 20 minutes.
Jeez Louise.
We have 264 damage on the Nasus.
And no Rift Herald yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to end up getting one either. Nasus coming down. Not sure if it's to push mid or if it's to help with the Ocean Drake. Looks like he's trying to push mid a little bit. Lux coming around the other side. Oh, good catch there by Leona on the Yi.
Nicely done by Ace to get that.
Good Ornn ult. Might get the Xayah here. Does get the Xayah here. Yeah, really good job closing this out here by Triple Strike in that one fight. Should be able to get Ocean Drake off of this. We'll see though. Yi's healing up.
They do have some good vision on that. They probably could do something about it if they wanted to. I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the LeBlanc thought she was doing there. Not sure I agree with Triss, but Triss knew what she was doing.
She got it, albeit being a little bit close.
Yeah, that LeBlanc, I think she might have been hoping to catch somebody low. May not have known how healthy everyone was, and by that time it was too late.
Yeah.
Alright, so a lot of kills, I think 4 kills from that fight. At least 3.
Yeah. Triple Strike is definitely establishing a presence in this game. It's pulling ahead and keeping it away, keeping the advantage towards them very well.
Definitely. 5k gold lead. Looks like they're going to get another turret here. We'll see how well this teleport does. Yeah.
Kha'Zix, you might want to... There you go.
Alright, so they don't manage to get the turret. Good 3-man rotation up there. Nasus, of course, is still something they need to respect, regardless of how well they're doing against everybody else. Especially since they're missing their Leona, who's one of their main CC sources. Leona, of course, going in here. Good stun there against the Xayah. Xayah's probably screwed.
Yep,
Ooh,
got that
secures
right.
it with the
Block
ult.
here.
Good pop out there by LeBlanc. That might have been what she'd been trying to do against the dragon, but just mistimed it. Yi could try to collapse on these guys.
Probably
Oh,
going
good
to
turn.
Good ult
Triss,
from Nami,
yeah,
too.
Triss unfortunately ends up getting knocked up, not able to escape there in time. Good use of the Nami ult, and now the cleanup. Lux here trying to help. Does establish enough of a presence that I think she might be able to save. If not save, at least help clean up. Yep, save.
Nice root. Able to get the kill on the Nami, and Kha'Zix takes the kill from the LeBlanc. No triple kill for you, sir.
Yeah, and now we're seeing what we were discussing earlier in the Champ Select, that's part of the problem by not really having a tank with any presence. Because that Leona, if it had been anyone else, or any non-tank, would have died hours ago. But since she didn't, she survived long enough to help out.
We got Nasus in the top lane. He hasn't been really been there to suck up the damage like we said that he might be able to do. It looks like he's just content with staying in top lane. Definitely doing the damage to. That was a close one.
Yeah, that was extremely close. But that's the power of having a champion that can generate its own shield, right? You get incredible sustainability that feeds itself the longer the fight goes.
Got that right. Most of that ult is just no pushover in itself. Looks like that they're gonna get top lane too. Leona and Tristana coming up. Finally getting rid of those wards.
Triss gets caught. Does manage to jump out of there.
Yeah, totally fine. Oh, not worse for wear. Gets the tower just fine and able to do some damage. Nami coming in though, able to heal her up. You have Xayah also coming in. Blanc is a little bit further ahead than his friends. Might wanna.
I was gonna say, I'd be interested to see if Lux was gonna teleport into that, but it looks like Lux is more interested in saving bot lane. Plus, Ornn's here now, so they don't really need the help.
I mean, we do have Master Yi. Frickin'
Just good team knockup. Yeah, I mean that's what White Wolf is. That's White Wolf's key to success. One of them is they need to coordinate with their ultimate abilities. This Nami's been doing really well with her ult, so I'd like to see more of that. Ornn going an interesting direction. Not sure I agree with him going that way. Probably would have been better suited going for the turret instead.
Yeah.
Probably thought he could help out Leona.
Yeah. She does get out though.
Yeah, if he did get out, it would have been good. But
Looks like that they're gonna just push up top.
yeah, so coordinating their ults, capitalizing off the Nami ult, which they have done for most of their kills. Actually, at this point, they have capitalized very heavily, and they also need to get Nasus more involved. If they do those two things, I think White Wolf still has a very strong chance of winning this game.
Nicely done from Ace Pip getting that Master Yi down.
Also learning how to dodge Lux's lasers. That could be vital too.
It's vital for any game if you're against a Lux.
Alright, good stun there by the Leona. Nasus does ults, but with the Ornn here too, that's got to be the end of the Nasus.
Yep.
Lux getting chased by the LeBlanc. Nami and Lux run past each other. Ooh, still manages to land that laser. Good flash. Triss trying to clean up. Doesn't manage to do it, but it doesn't really matter.
That was close though.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Zaya's here. Looks like they might be heading to Baron. Probably a good call here. Nasus and Nami are both down for a good 15 seconds. Nasus and Nami are probably the two most dangerous people, other than Yi, on the opposing team right now. I mean, Yi isn't even necessarily doing that great.
We do have Zaya here though. I wonder if she's gonna try cheeky on here.
We'll see. Good laser. All right, so they do manage to secure it. Hopefully they don't get tripped up trying to show off that they know of Baron.
Yep. Go back, guys. Get some health, and then do some. Looks like Ace is just gonna push up top. They have LeBlanc coming in. I don't know if that's gonna be much of a threat.
I'm not sure if I agree with Ace staying here this long. He should head home right now, and he does. Might have been better to head home a little bit sooner.
Yeah, now he's heading home. There we go.
Once again, no Infernal or Earth Drakes. This is really interesting.
Riot, fix your game.
Alright, so two
It's
Cloud
random.
Drakes now. That makes Nasus and Yi both very scary.
Yeah, that's true. Only a Ocean Drake for... Excuse me. For Triple Strike, I mean, they're going to stay in lane longer, but at this point of the game, they're probably going to need something else in their belt.
Yeah.
An Infernal Drake, please?
Infernal Drake would certainly be interesting. We'll have to see. I think the next one will probably just be another Cloud Drake, though.
Yeah, the next one is Cloud Drake.
3 Cloud Drake for Yi. Jeez. Well, we'll have to see. Good push coming down here against the bot lane. But it is a... oh. Well, LeBlanc just gets deleted. Didn't even get to talk there. Yi's becoming a delete button as well, but he kills in 3 hits and goes down in 3 hits. Nasus sees that and doesn't want any of it. Nasus now at 417, so Nasus is definitely a force to be reckoned with, but he needs some help. He's not quite a plan.
Needs to be team.
Yeah, he needs a team. Ooh, good jump there by the Zaya. That time was definitely what they were looking for. Although all the stuns and roots are definitely hurting this Nasus.
Yeah.
Really good job, almost being able to take Ace out in 1 hit.
Almost. And that is an ace. LeBlanc is back. Not sure if it's going to be much for it.
I think they should get out of there. Yi's back up, and we saw that he's actually powerful now.
Going to take one more turret.
Yeah, he's been farming long enough. Doesn't matter how many deaths he's got now. Ooh, good job by Ace. I missed that. Let's head over to watch the Kazakhs take mid turret.
Yeah. There's a beautiful snipe that just got the tip of the laser right there. Blanc's probably pretty mad about that.
Alright, so 2 inhibitors down. Triple Strike very much in control of this game, especially thanks to the Baron buff that they've been able to utilize rather effectively.
I feel like that these guys should probably keep running rather than sticking around in the jungle.
They do have wards up to see that they should keep running, so it's good that they're warding their retreat.
Got that right, man.
Nasus still farming, doing Nasus things.
I mean, as a top laner, you go on a business trip, but at this point, I feel like that you should probably stick with your team more than doing Nessus things or going on a business trip. But
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with Anasis, especially after the enemy team has run away, farming a little bit more. Especially if you're a Nasus that's in Prowler's situation, where he is the second biggest threat in his team right now.
Yep. It's true. It looks like that they are starting to collapse more on them.
Alright, here goes one of those ults they can capitalize on, but all the damage gets focused on the Ornn.
Again, that's just the coming in.
Good jump by the Xayah. A Lux Laser here would be amazing!
Yeah, used it too soon. It's oh wait, nope, it's here. Oh.
Yeah, scares the Nasus off instead. They have to fall back and protect their turrets. Already lost the one to the Tristana, and there's only one left. Looks like they're going to end up losing top pretty quickly here. 2 Guardian Angels for Triple Strike as well, so this is probably going to be going to the first game 3. So we'll see. Good closing in here. Trist is pretty low.
Nice use of Zhonya's from this, but unable to capitalize on it.
Well timed. Good job by Leona jumping in there to just lock the Nasus down.
Master Yi coming in.
Yi healing.
Nice use of Zhonya's.
Doesn't make it.
This is going to be another ace, and it's probably going to be GG right here.
Yeah, that's the end of it. There's no way in the 25 seconds that Tristana is not going to take down this. Alright, so first ever Game 3 in LCUS tournament split history here going on, so that'll be great to see. Triple Strike versus White Wolf Gaming.
Yep.
Alright, so other than the lack of the Anivia, before we hop over to the analyst desk, what do you think helped make things better for them in this game?
Well, I feel like that I don't know if it was necessarily the picks, because we did have I feel like that the early game was definitely a lot better for them, because in the first game we saw that Kha'Zix got caught with his pants down, essentially. He was able to get his jungle going earlier, so then he was able to get some roam on. I mean, he went 6-0 that game. He did not die at all that game. Definitely had a lot better of a game than he did last. I feel like that Lux pick for Ace was also a pretty good pick. He was missing his stuns, but the ones that he was getting, he was able to capitalize on heavily. I mean, he went 13-1. What does that tell you? But yeah, it's definitely a very good game for Team Triple Strike, able to assert their dominance in that game. But yeah.
All right.
I guess we'll see to go to the
analyst
hit.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see what they think. All right, analysts. Nickel threw his thoughts out. What are yours?
I think we're looking at an incredibly awake would be the best term. Awake Team Triple Strike. That was an incredible Game 2 on behalf of Team Triple Strike. I don't know what was going through White Wolf's gaming at the time. It seemed like they were going for a shutdown early on, and I think that CB would agree with me on this. They weren't able to take off. You didn't see that Gnosis come to fruition. You didn't see Yi turn into the face roll that he usually is. No one was really to ignite the powder keg to explode this game early to mid that they were looking for. I think there were 2 main things that worked in the advantage of Team Triple Strike, and that's Ace with Lux and Chaos with Kha'Zix. They were just incredibly strong. 606 on Kha'Zix, 13-1-10 on Lux. Just a shutdown performance, but the whole team performed well. What are your thoughts, CB?
Well, I think I would agree with you very much. Ace played spectacularly. That was an incredible game for him. It kind of felt like that going into it, that the LeBlanc pick wasn't the greatest pick into the Lux, but he really made it work very well. And you were right with Chaos, had a very nice game, but I think has to get some credit too. He kind of kept that Nasus in that top lane and kind of made him irrelevant in a lot of the team fights there. So I think he deserves a lot of credit too, but like you said, the Triple Strike as a team just played spectacularly. White Wolf Gaming just didn't seem to have a chance. Makes for a very interesting Game 3 setup.
I agree wholeheartedly. Very difficult when you're playing in Nasus to play into such a bully that Odin is. Odin always plays very strong, aggressive top lanes, and with Ornn in his hands, it was just miserable for him. Not able to farm efficiently. I don't think he was able to maximize that gold potential with the trades, where he needed to trade off of his Q. So with him running Kleptomancy, he's relying on getting those Kleptomancy procs so that he can build his gold advantage. But that didn't happen. Odin was able to trade at a distance, and that prevented a lot of the acceleration that this Nasus with his build was going for. So you're incredibly right in the top lane. I think in the bot lane, this was much more of a nuanced match. It didn't take off until later in the game. It stayed very controlled, even with the ganks that happened around 10 minutes. So this was a slow build in the bot lane, but high impact from Brandana there at the end, just being a tower demolishing machine, ending the game with just about the same amount of gold as Ace. Actually, 13 gold. So, just very well played in that late game with that Triss just igniting almost as soon as we move into the late game. What are your thoughts, CB?
I would agree with you. I think that if I'm White Wolf Gaming, I would go back to the Alistar pick. That worked really well for them in the first game, and Brandana and Mr. Pig didn't really seem to respond to it very well. But without the Alistar just kind of bullying them, Nami just didn't seem to work as well. Got to give credit to Brandana and Mr. Pig. They played very well, and that the ending was just crazy. How ways from the Tristana and just overall incredible play. You got to give it to Triple Strike as a team. It was just a solid game, and White Wolf Gaming needs to look back on things from game one if they want to win this one and get into the championship.
I definitely agree. A more tanky comp fits their play style much better into the aggressiveness that is Team Triple Strike, a team named so incredibly well. Well, I know I'm more than excited. Could not put into explanation. There isn't an adjective made to explain how excited I am for this game, CB. Kinos, we're ready here at the Analyst Desk to watch Game 3 of the most exciting first split ever. Take it away.
All right, so we're going to do one quick break, and then we'll move into our last game of the night. Please stay tuned.